Every once in a while, I discover an amazing game before the masses do. And that's what happened here with Roboquest. This is a sleeping giant released by an indie developer. On Steam, it's rated overwhelmingly positive with 96% positive reviews. That's nearly unheard of. I saw this rating when I was downloading the game, and that's when I knew I was in for a good time. And I was right. Roboquest is the best first-person shooter roguelike I've ever played. It's what you get if you combine Doom, Diablo, your favorite roguelike, and robots. Massive, epic robots. Roboquest 1.0 is on Steam, Xbox Game Pass, and EGS. I've got a link to the game down in the description below for your convenience, so check it out and try the demo on Steam for free. And then there's the soundtrack. Don't even get me started on the soundtrack. This thing just keeps on banging and keeps the good vibes coming, which is really important because sometimes things just don't go your way. Okay, here we go. Got this. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. No. Shout out to Rise Up Studios and Starbreeze for sponsoring this video. I'll tell you guys more about them later. But first, Roboquest. The year is 2700. Robots have risen up and attacked us for no reason.
And it's not just physical, but mental torture.
Okay, maybe they had a couple reasons. Fighting fire with fire, we take control of an assortment of unique robots to fight through the mechanical hordes and hopefully reclaim the Earth for the human species. Roboquest is a roguelike, which means you'll play through the game collecting random buffs along the way. Some of these buffs are going to be temporary, while others are going to be permanent. It's these permanent buffs that add a little bit of an RPG element to the game, and they're great for making you feel like you're always progressing, even when you're failing. Because with each run, you unlock some cool new ability or passive that's going to give you more opportunities to succeed on your next run. Every single run in Roboquest is unique, not just because of the unique buffs that you're going to encounter on each run, but also because of the fact that there are multiple different paths that you can take as you're playing through the game. A lot of these paths can't be accessed on your first or even your second run. You're going to have to find the keys, the codes, the tickets to open certain doors that let you take certain routes to get through the game. So how does the game work? Well, you're going to start here in your base. You've got a few different shops that you're going to be able to upgrade. Your base might look a little bit more simple when you first start the game, and the farther you get into the game, the more deluxe your base is going to start to feel and look as you upgrade it. The first really important place to mention in your base is going to be your workshop. Wrenches are a resource that you find while you're out there on every individual run. Here are a list of upgrades that you can choose to spend your wrenches on. As you can see, as you spend more wrenches in here, you unlock more and more tiers with more new unlocks available at each row. They carry over from one attempt to the next, making your character stronger along the way. And I'll show you all of this in a second when we dive into the gameplay. I'm going to do a quick playthrough of the game with you to kind of demonstrate what it's like to actually play the game once we kind of go over the systems that are behind it. So then you've got this shop right here. You can choose your class. So the game is launched with 6 different classes that you can play. However, when you first boot up the game, you're only going to have access to one of them, the Guardian. And as you play through the game, you'll find and unlock the rest of these classes. And that's going to be a big part of this roguelike, is not only going through the game, getting stronger as you progress through it, but also exploring the levels as you decimate all of your enemies within. You're going to find secret currencies that you can spend at various robots. You're going to find keys, or you're going to find codes, or you're going to find entirely new classes as you're exploring these levels and working your way through them. There's always more than one direction to go when you're in one of these levels. There's always upper path, there's always some place you can climb up to, right? And the game really rewards you for exploring these places thoroughly, but it also rewards you for going really fast. Ultimately, to get everything, you're gonna have to do a little bit of both. Then what we have right here is the Robot Lounge, and what this is actually is the co-op area. So this is a game that you can play alone or with a friend. With the base out of the way, now let's dive into what it's like to actually play the game. All right, so when you get started, the first thing you're gonna do is come to this van right here and gonna walk up to this box right here. Every zone, every area begins with you opening a box and potentially choosing your weapon for this part of the run. I really want to do a shotgun run, so I guess I'm just going to take this for now. And we'll flamethrow some bad guys. And you can jump on things' heads to kill them without bothering firing at them. So, you know, that's always an option for you. A way to expedite the kill, especially nice if you're in the middle of reloading and you run into an enemy. Or if, you know, you're passing by them, they're not dead yet, and then you'll run into doors like this. These are something you generally want to go into, although be careful. These can be incredibly deadly. I had to run end because I died in one of these puzzles. It was just incredibly difficult, unlike this one. Ooh, the bull shotgun. Okay, I'm gonna take it. This is gonna be the gun I'm gonna use for the whole playthrough. The only reason I'll replace this is if I find a better bull shotgun, like a blue one, a purple one, something like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna stick to this to show you one of the cool things you can do in this game, which is, when you see the guys riding on the rail, you wanna kill those. Those guys give great XP and tons of healing. So you always wanna get those guys when you see them. They have a little sound too. You'll hear like a boom, boom, boom. They're like beep, kind of letting you know, hey, there's one nearby. You need to look for it. You better kill it. All right, so here's a new box. And what I'm gonna do is, since I already have, if I don't see a bull gun, if I don't see the gun I want to use, I'll look at the passive that I can pick up, or I can take my power cell. I'm gonna take the power cell this time. I don't have enough data logs to show that guy to unlock anything. My health is already good, but I can upgrade my bull shotgun, and that's what I'm gonna do. Rather than changing weapons, I'm gonna upgrade the one that I have with this guy right here. Love that guy. Already you can see there's a branching paths. I could go 3 different directions here. I'm gonna go this way. Let's see what, I'm already kind of wondering what kind of a playthrough this is gonna be here. Nice, going good so far. Oh, I hear the sound. There, we got it. I was trying to get close so you could hear it before I annihilated it. So these enemies, oh, I forgot which, I forgot to pick a class, so I'm still on the one that summons droids, which I guess that's fine. Okay, we leveled up and unlocked a perk. Increase the fire rate by 15%. On the last 50% of ammo, increase your weapon damage by 35%. Ooh, I like that. That's a big damage increase just for, you know, using that last half of my clip. Happy to do it. At the end of every run, you're going to be given a rating on both the XP and the time. The XP is how many, like what percent of the mobs did you kill, or did you just skip past them, right? The more you kill, the higher the rating, and time, the faster you are. The more bonus you get, and you get more power cells. At the bottom there, it said +3 power cells because I got S tier. So here we go. We've got a sulfator shotgun, which we could use, but I'm going to stick with the bull for now. I'm going to do that. I think it'll be fun. Let's see if we got a better bull shotgun in here. No. So we are going to take, you know what? I want to take it, but at the same time, it doesn't work on bosses. So you know what I found is a lot of the passives are really cool, but the hardest part of the game is probably the last couple bosses. And so it's not a bad idea to build for them. So if you see a passive that isn't going to be useful against them because there's no ads around for you to bomb off of, and as a result, that passive gets kind of useless in that fight. And it's like, well, let's just say I've got to that fight and died a couple times, which never feels good. So after that happens, it's like, okay, I need to build for that fight because it's definitely going to be the hardest thing I encounter. All right, we can level mid-combat. It'll pause the game for us. Every 6 seconds, your next reload instantly refills 50% of your ammo. Oh, it's automatically going to refill, but I kind of want to be on low on ammo, right? Because of that one passive I just picked up. So we're going to skip that. Increase drones fire rate. Reduce deploy cooldown. Yeah, let's do that. And speaking of, let me pull out my drones. Let's get them out here helping us out. So you can see my drones firing away now. Doing work on that guy. He killed him for me. This is just one of 5 classes that I have unlocked. Here's another puzzle we can do. Oh, okay. I totally didn't take time to read that right, but it's okay. We lost a little health, but we can afford to lose health, especially early in this game. Because there's repairs. You can heal up between rounds, and early on, you're going to have way more heal than you need generally. So if you're going to lose a little life to stuff like that early on, it's no big deal. There is a double jump. Make sure you take advantage of that. Make sure you bonk things, you know, especially if you're trying to kill something. And you're in the middle of reloading, can be a pain in the butt. We'll pull out our second drone. I think we can have 2 drones at a time here. So why not have them both out? Oh, heard it. And you can ride this just like they can. And give yourself some movement. The easiest way to avoid taking damage is just, you know, be moving. And when they explode in green, the green stuff is, that's the healing orbs. And occasionally you'll see, well, on this character it's a little bit confusing because there's scrap dropping, which is one kind of little yellow thing that you find a lot of. And then occasionally you'll see something like a much more bright yellow. It's much more vibrant. That's going to be a wrench. And those are really important. That's how you get your permanent upgrades. So when I see one of those, I'll try to point it out. I'm going to go here. I'm going to jump on this guy's head a little bit, get the bonk damage and the shotgun damage at the same time. Take him down. Nice. So when you have a thick enemy like that doesn't have spikes on his head, really good idea to bonk him like that. Yeah. That bonk does really good damage on top of their head. And for a lot of enemies, you know, it can be a little bit difficult for them to hit you when you're on top of their head. For other enemies, well, they'll kick your butt while you're on top of their head. So it's kind of a live and learn. But see how this guy has spikes on him? Don't want to bonk him. It will hurt you. So shotgun's probably my favorite weapon in this game so far. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so satisfying. But I'm like that. I gravitate towards shotguns in lots of these types of like first-person shooter games. Okay, so this is a room where it's like just basically the healer guy, the girl, and maybe one other thing. It's usually right before a boss fight. So we come in here. We have this guy. There is a secret ending to do with this guy. I accidentally activated it. So be careful with that. So he's got a mechanic. You got to jump over the blast waves. Let's see. Can we get onto his head? Let's go. That's a little bit high. Do not destroy. Okay. It was warning me not to. Let me tell you. I mean, you should try disobeying it once just to see what happens. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right, XP for what? We didn't kill enough mobs? I guess there must have been a corridor we didn't go fully explore. And so you'll notice I'm not really looking around for like all the secrets because I don't really want to like bore you with that. But there's going to be little paths you could explore. So again, I'm going to keep using a shotgun. So if it's not an upgrade to my shotgun, I'm going to take the power cell. I'm going to get the heal. And sometimes these passives are worth grabbing though. Increase all damage by 10% against flying enemies. I mean, see, that's generally good. We're definitely going to upgrade our shotgun. Now our shotgun is, oh, let's do this. Choose an element, increase all damage of that element, and grants it an additional effect. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, choose an element, increase all damage for that element, and blaster deals damage of that element. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to do, just because you pick one of these doesn't mean you can't pick the other one later. It can pop up again, so you're not locking yourself out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take fire damage, and then I'm going to try to roll fire damage onto my weapon. So it's doing fire damage on top of, its impact damage here. See if we can pull that off on this run. But bit of a heal to my boys. Hear it. Something hacked me there. Something. There's like another type of hack where you can't, your movement is reversed. So you hit back and you go forward. You hit right and you go left, that kind of thing. Oh, and you know what I forgot this whole time? Well, that thing. I can shoot out of my wrist, a little rocket. Kill that first because that's big XP. And basically what I'm looking for here is a weapon. You know, if they drop a weapon I want to use, I'll consider taking it. Like palms, that's like fist weapons, melee. I'm not doing that on this run. I'm more of a blasting kind of guy, you know? I like to blast things. There's a power cell, good. So when you see a blue thing on the ground, that's going to be a power cell. Those are always really nice to find because you use them like this to upgrade here. And also this guy, you can reroll. So I can reroll the effects. Pierce. My projectiles pierce. So I could reroll that if I wanted to and try to get burning. Let's go ahead and reroll. Well, first, let's see if I got a better shotgun. A ram shotgun? No. Like if I find a blue shotgun, I might switch. Let's see what we got here. Rifle. Freezing. Now I'm going to keep taking power cells because I can use those to upgrade the weapon that I like. So if I don't see a weapon that I really like as an upgrade, I just take the power cell. Well, but airborne increased weapon damage by 15%. I mean, I spend a lot of time in the air. So I'm going to take that. Like, that's pretty much, like, we're going to have that buff, like, at least 50% of the time, you know? This, we don't have a means of unlocking that. There was a secret item up here, you know? So when you're in these, even when you're in the out of combat areas, explore because you'll get stuff that's going to be useful for you in the long run. You can get permanent buffs with that kind of stuff. Wrenches, and then these other things. I forget what they're called. But little hidden things you can turn in. Yeah, we need some better affixes on this weapon, you know? And to do more damage. Right now, the projectile's pierce, which is not the worst thing in the world, but I'm not shooting through enemies that often. Let's see what we got here. Enemies instantly executed when they get below 8%. Okay. On first 50% of ammo, increase fire rate by 20%. Increase reload speed by 15. Oh man. Oh, I want both of those, honestly. Movement speed, I'm gonna take this. Oh, increase weapon magazine by, okay. I had 2 levels, I missed a level, okay. There's burn auto. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna execute enemies as soon as I get there. Because I'm gonna get burn damage, so everything's always gonna be burning, and then I guess as soon as it hits 8% on its own. Right, so that's almost like they're losing 10% of their health, right? Or 8%. Every enemy is instantly 8% less health. So he'll die as soon as he gets there. Oh, see how this guy has spikes on him? So I would normally want to like jump on these little caterpillars, but he's got spikes. So he jumps a shockwave, or he jumps and then releases a shockwave. So he's a good one to kind of stay elevated when fighting him, or just be ready to jump over that shockwave. Ooh, here we go. Data log. These are what you want to keep your eyes open for. Gosh, I've run by that thing quite a few times because I've come through here and never noticed it. All right, cool. We got S. So we got 4 extra power cells because we, did really well with the stars here. And the music's a vibe, man. Every single level, especially some of the later ones. Oh, I love it. Okay. No. Let's see what we got here. It's always good to check this box before you upgrade, because sometimes you'll find a better weapon here. And if you upgrade first, you'll be like, I just upgraded the worst weapon. Oh, bull shotgun. Look at that. An upgrade. Nice. Okay, so now that's great because you can see here our weapon has 2 affixes because it's blue. So it's got the green and the blue stats over there on the right. So we've got a 15% chance to fire twice. That's probably, man, that might be my favorite affix to get on one of these guns. Okay, we don't need to upgrade it. Everything's good here. Yeah, I guess we'll take the health. We don't really need it, but I don't think there's a penalty for healing when you're almost full. If there is, let me know in the comments. Like, Actually, it goes for anything I say. If I say anything not true, let me know. Love to know. Okay, kill that guy. So you can see that it's very much a movement-based game. You know, you spend a lot of time moving. I'm kind of curious what's up high, but I also don't want to like bore you guys with me like looking up in corners for secret items and stuff. You know, generally, what I found is if you can climb up high on something, there's a good chance that, you know, you've got something up there. Oh, you know what I forgot here? Let's go do the puzzle. When I've already got a weapon that I like, doing these is a lot of times more danger than it's worth. Particularly if you're having like a really good run, right? You're just like, oh, my weapon's awesome. What I found is these don't care how good your weapon is, so it can ruin it. It took a little damage, but I'll take that, honestly. That was not a bad run through there. Grandma Shotgun Purple. Okay, we're gonna take Grandma Shotgun. I mean, look at the name. And it's purple, and it's got the fire twice. So let's see how we like this. I don't know if I'm gonna like this more than the bull or not, but it's Grandma Shotgun. We've got to. Granny knows best. Okay. Ooh, okay. A lot of spread on Grandma Shotgun. Grandma hitting everything. Oh, is it setting things on fire, or is that my... I think it is, dude. I didn't notice that. I think it's doing exactly what I was going to make the other one do. It is. Grandma! Yeah, you beautiful woman. Reload here. Ooh. Okay, sir. I don't mind if things have a big spread, because when you're fighting a big boss, all of the, you know, all the pellets are gonna hit him anyway. And yeah, it's really unlikely I find a better weapon. Might be a good passive. Take down a burning enemy has 15% chance to trigger a burn explosion. That sounds kind of cool, but it's not going to work on the final boss, so. How many cells do I have? I have 27 cells. You know what, yellow, we'll just take it because we've got more than enough cells. Increase weapon damage by 15% against enemies further than 14 meters. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, why not? I can stay far from bosses. In fact, I spent a lot of time quite a ways away from the bosses later on, especially the difficult ones. They shoot a lot of crap at you, and it's kind of hard to dodge it if you're real close sometimes. Okay, when you see that pop up, you have to hit the buttons that pop up on screen. So right there it said A, so we hit A until it was gone. Grandma Shotgun, but it's worse than what I got. I don't really need to look at guns now for a while, unless I see the only thing I might switch for now is a bowl shotgun, because I kind of liked, I don't know, the type. Things died faster. Failed that. Things died faster because I think less spread. But I mean, this is almost an AoE weapon the way it's firing, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, look at that. Just everything in the room's dying. Are things exploding? Yeah. Oh, that one did. Yeah, so must be a cooldown on it. Sometimes they're exploding like they're supposed to. And honestly, with that cooldown, I'm not sure how to feel about it. Like, would I grab it again now that I know that it has a cooldown that's that long? I don't know, especially since it's not good against bosses. Choose an element, increase all damage of that element. every half second deals damage of that element to nearby enemies. Yeah. Choose an element, increase all damage of that element. Your drones deal damage of that element. I don't want both of these. Increase all damage of that element. So let's go with this and do fire. And then every 6 seconds, increase fire rate by 15%. Increase critical damage. Let's increase our fire rate. Because if we can, you know, like the final battles in this game, I find to be a little bit of a battle of attrition. Wait, where's it at? Oh, there it is. Where the longer you're fighting them, you know, they're slowly eating away at you. There's only so many projectiles you can dodge sometimes. At least, unless, you know, you're quite a bit better than me, which is totally possible. Okay, you... Nothing in here of a particular note, so... Let's go, what do we got here? The Judge Ball. Nice. There's a ton of different bosses. Depending which route you go, you're gonna hit different bosses. And I think that, you know... Can I, like, AoE clear these with my shotgun? Kind of. Not really. So he's shooting projectiles, vertical laser beams, but he's no match for our weapon. Honestly, we've got a pretty good weapon going here, as well as yeah, we got him. So we got I'm pretty happy with our weapon and the passive combinations that we've landed on this playthrough. I think things are going to go pretty well for us. Okay, +4 there. That's good. We'll take that. All right, let's see if we got a weapon upgrade. Unlikely. Maybe a cool passive, though. Explosions have a 20% chance to have a bigger radius. Yeah, we're going to take this. What's this? A dart spitter and a... Okay. Swapping weapons. I literally never swap weapons. You can actually... I could replace this other weapon. You know what? I'll do that next time. You can have 2 weapons, but I never bother with a second weapon. Although it would be maybe not a bad idea to have, like, you know, like a bossing weapon and a you know, kind of trash clear. Because there are some great weapons for killing trash. You know, you can shoot it into the room and get some really good spread on the attacks. Kind of like what I got right now. But I'm thinking this is feeling, just because for this particular weapon, like all the pellets hit the boss, so it still does pretty good single target damage. So in this room, what you want to do is you can look at the map and you can go to the 4 red dots. By doing that, you're going to be able to progress out of this stage. But if you don't kill him, you can't leave. While at least one enemy isn't within 6 meters, armors go up. Okay, increase energy weapons, increase explosion damage. Yes, you know what? I'll take more armor. Dodge that. Get out of his shell. Sir. Oh, you know what? Where's my drone voice? There he is. I got one more drone I can put out. I can have 2 at a time, but I didn't notice they died. All right. Oh, got them both out. Here's the next big boy. What shotgun is that? Junk. Okay. Well, self-titled. Let me go ahead and assume it's junk. I don't know. I've never used that one, actually. I've not tried the junk. And that's one of the great things about this game. Every playthrough you're playing through and you're like, oh, I've never tried that weapon. I wonder what that one's like. And sometimes the results are awesome, you know, way better than you're expecting. Sometimes they're a little worse than what you're expecting. Oh, I just picked up my 250th wrench. Ooh, big boy, big boy. Nice. Ooh. All right, what do we got here? Increased critical damage by 25%. Taking down an enemy with critical damage triggers an explosion. See, that's not really useful on bosses. Using deploy increases drone's fire rate by 70%. Choose an element, increase damage. Your weapon also deals that. Oh, that's what we want, baby. Okay, fire. We're just leaning into fire. So I'm taking all the fire passives. And I'm gonna make all my attacks do fire damage. So now I need my, because I don't think I chose the one that gave my drones fire damage. But now that my weapon automatically does fire damage, I wonder if I could re-roll the fire damage off of it and get something else more useful. Only thing is, if I re-roll it, I might lose the double shot. Right now, it occasionally shoots twice, which is just... Really, I don't want to lose that. And since it is random what you get when you re-roll, it's, you know, there's a good chance I will lose it. But it only costs 1 to re-roll, and I have 39 of those things right now. Holy crap. So, maybe we'll do a little re-roll session just to show how that kind of goes. So this place has a lot of dead ends. Oh man, I'm leaving crap all over the floor. Look at the cards on the map. I should be picking those up. Let's go. Grab them real quick. Little collectibles. I believe these are simply for completionists kind of stuff, you know? Gotta catch them all kind of situation. So it's never a bad idea to peek at your map, check out what you're missing. Okay, there we go. Okay, got that. Okay, so we've killed all 4. So what we're going to do, it's a little confusing right now. So I don't have the blue key. I don't have the green key. I'm pretty sure I don't have those anyway. So if I run over to those, it's gonna be a dead end. So I'm thinking I gotta go this way. To the top right. And that should be the exit. I kind of ran this because I had to go get those cards. Wasn't the most efficient order here. Might be hurting on time. You know, I should have done it. I wanted to wait and see. I need to get something down to like 8% health and see if it just automatically dies like it says it's supposed to on one of my passives. Okay. What do we got here? Increase all damage by 30% against enemies with less than 25% health. That's a nice one to have. I think I'm going to take that. Because bosses are the most dangerous when they're at low health. They get more and more mechanics kind of going on, I believe. That's what it's felt like. Orbital shotgun is great. How is my grandma's shotgun so low? Level 7, that thing's 12? I should be able to upgrade quite a few times here. Ooh, the orbital shotgun is nice because the projectiles bounce. But you know what? We're going to stick with grandma. You know, we just got to trust grandma. She wouldn't let us down. Look at those upgrades coming in. There we go. Good. Now we have a level 12 grandma shotgun. And as you can see there, the damage went up. The 4x right there. It's 4 by 31 now. Increases head bonk damage. Reduce the duration of blind hack freeze by 70%. That doesn't happen at all in the final fight. But on the moon, like prior to the final fight, you get a ton of that. So it's actually... yeah, it's not a bad one to have. Take it. We'll take it. It's a nice quality of life, man. 70% is a massive reduction in the duration of those kind of things happening to you. It's basically CC, like any CC. Yeah, we definitely feel the damage upgrade. We just put 5 levels on this shotgun. And things are just kind of getting eviscerated now. Now, I do have the benefit of having quite a few passives on the character. You know, from my the wrenches I've been collecting. And this is not the hardest mode by any means. There's harder difficulties, so you can absolutely make the game harder than you're seeing it right now. But I do think it's a good idea, like a really good idea to play on a lower difficulty at first, just so you can kind of get your feet under you and also unlock a few early passives. Like they will be really helpful, especially the one that lets you upgrade weapons. You know, you get that thing under your belt. Unlock some of the classes. Like this class is pretty cool. I don't think it's the strongest class in the game. I felt like one of the other ones. He's incredibly strong. I was able to burn down bosses so fast with him. Increase burn, auto critical chance by 15%, and critical damage by 10%. Increase elemental damage. Just a flat 10% damage or burn critical. I'm gonna go with this. There's that. And here's one of these. So this is what I'm saying. Like, the run's going good. I have a really good weapon. Going in here is probably a risk I don't need to take. But YOLO. Oh, yeah. See, look at this. This is nasty. And if I jump down there, this could end my run. Okay, well, you know what? We gotta do it. Oof. I don't think I wanted to come down here. Ooh, okay, all right. Ooh. Blunderbuss, rifle, banana. Okay, we're gonna take the power cell. All that for a power cell, right? And that's pretty risky. Like I said, when you have a weapon you're really happy with, going in there is basically for a power cell. Maybe there's a chance you get a buff that you want, but pretty unlikely, honestly. So those rooms are... they're not always worth it, especially if you're having a good run, good weapon. You want to get to the end, you know, you're trying to beat it. Or maybe you've got other goals in mind, like exploring and getting all of the data logs and stuff like that. Then I have had runs end in those rooms before, you know. You can tell I sound like a scarred man. Actually, I think it was only one run. But it was a run where I had a weapon that was so cool and things were going so good. I felt untouchable until I went in there. All right. Whoa. Leveled up. Okay, let's shake our level. Gathering scrap generates 4 charges. Shooting consumes a charge to fire 1 homing projectile, dealing 30 burn damage. Gathering scrap. And I think I only get scrap off of killing enemies. I don't think like a boss is going to just randomly drop scrap. So this is another one where everywhere except for on that hardest fight in the game, it's going to be pretty cool. Increases weapon damage by 25% against enemies within 6 meters. And I don't think I'm going to stay super close to the final boss. Increase heavy weapon damage. I'm not going to use heavy weapon damage. So this one, I mean, 25% damage if I happen to be close to the boss. You know what? We're using a shotgun. Let's take the close damage. Let's live our shotgun life. Ooh, there's another... Oh, that reminds me. On this one, you do have to do both of these rooms to progress. So, you know, you can't skip them here because the door won't unlock unless you do both. When there's 2 on the opposite ends of each other here, and it's just a product of this level. It's kind of like that Tesla rifle. Interesting. All right, here we go. It's okay. We'll eat that damage. It's fine. It's fine. Increase shock damage by 20%, but you can no longer stun enemies. Actually, that would be kind of worth, especially since bosses are pretty hard to stun. If you are using a shock weapon. We're using burn this time. Just because I wanted to try that out. Next time I do it, I might do I think a cold, like cold is really fun to put on your weapons because it freezes the enemies. You hit them a couple times and then they freeze in place, you know. It's going to be a really safe play style. Whereas burn, it just kind of dots them down, you know, adds a little damage, which is nice too, you know, no complaints there. I'm kind of at a point now where my gun does so much more damage than I love my ability. Okay, this looks like a pre-boss room. Oh, you know what this wrist rocket is good for though? I think it's good for double jumping, or what do you call it? Let's do. Yeah, there we go. Rocket jump. Oh yeah. Okay, but I already got the thing that was up there, so it was empty. Increase all damage by 10% against bosses. Pick up 10 wrenches. So, man, that's a choice. 10% boss damage is great, but I gotta have the wrenches, man. That's fantastic. Those wrenches are the permanent upgrade to your character, you know, so it feels really good after you finish your run. You win, you lose, whatever happens, you get some wrenches. And after this, I may wish I took the boss damage instead. We'll see. But I'm feeling pretty confident. I got a good gun. He's a big target. He's eating all my shells. Look at that. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that was nice. My shotgun spread is killing him before he can hit me with them. He's shooting little missiles, the projectiles, and my shotgun's actually destroying. Oh gosh. Ooh, I was really playing it a little bit dirty there. I took way more damage than I probably needed to, but I was feeling confident, you know? The weapon was good. The shotgun spread was killing his projectiles before they got to me most of the time. All right, good. Full health going into here is great because we are now on the moon. This is the hardest part of the game. Increased freeze rate by 15%. We're not freezing enemies. Increased damage against turrets. Antis crossbow, junk rifle. Hey, buddy. I mean, gosh, we have the perfect weapon. It does burn damage, which we wanted to. We were already leaning into burn damage, and we got a burn damage weapon. It fires twice. That's my favorite passive on any shotgun. And the weapon is now, what is it, 14? 13. It won't let me take it to 14? Maybe it'll let me take it to 14 later. I think we got one more chance to upgrade. Because I think it caps out, right now, the way the game is, I think it caps out at about 14. Now, I am wondering, so I have one of these. You can see this one's lit up. So I've found one of these crystals, but I have not found the rest on any of my playthroughs. So I think on my next playthrough, the one I do after this, is going to have to be a much more methodical one where I full clear the rooms and stuff and look for, so I can get all these buffs, right? Because I could have all these right here. Reduces Iris's health, deactivates all lasers on the moon, opens access, right? You can make this whole moon phase a lot easier, and this is the hardest part. Like, just because of the sheer quantity of enemies and just a bit of a battle of attrition in here. First 50% ammo increases fire rate by 20%. Burn. Okay, we're gonna take this. So now I have a passive that makes me do more damage when I'm in the last half of my ammo, and I have a passive that makes me fire my first half of my ammo 20% faster. So we're getting to that part where I do big damage sooner. I would love more reload speed though. Grandma's rifle, it's not the fastest reloader. Oh, but dude, you know what it is? The unsung hero of Grandma's rifle is her ability to shoot projectiles that are flying to you and accidentally delete them. Like, I would love to say I'm killing those projectiles on purpose when that's happening, but I would say I'm only killing like 10% of them on purpose. The rest is just Grandma's rifle, taking care of me. Okay, everything here is dead. I am going to try to pick up some of these health orbs because we're going into a puzzle here. And listen to the music, man. What a vibe, man. It's hard not to enjoy yourself. Oh gosh. Oh, we took a little damage there. Not too bad, though. Not too bad, honestly. I'll take that. Get our boys out. Okay, those guys all have a shield around them, which means somewhere in this room, there is a robot. Right, they're not gonna, oh, there he is. Now their shield's gone. Now I can actually kill everything else. And the biggest piece of advice here is keep moving. Yep. Good. Grandma! Okay. Every 6 seconds, you reload instantly. Increase blaster damage every 6 seconds? That might be good enough. I'm gonna try it. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Why not? Are you? Oh, I'm hacked. Oh, okay. The hack hardly lasted a second. It usually lasts ages, but I got that one card earlier, the one that reduced crowd control by 70%. Amazing. All right, we're jumping down. Okay, you can tell this is setting us up for quite a battle, can't you? So we could switch over to one of these. Oh, you know what? There was a chance for there to be a weapon upgrade station in here, and I didn't get it. So now my weapon's not going to be going up to max level before the final fight, I think. Yeah, which is too bad. Okay, buddy, I'll take that. I don't think there's any harm in healing when I only need a little bit. Still not positive about that, though. Is there any point deduction? Iris. This is one of the best fights in the game. One of my favorites. Maybe my favorite fight, actually. Hey, Grandma. You know, Grandma, just take care of me. Oh. Go, my baby. See. Oh, Grandma. Grandma's shooting the projectiles that were coming at me. Oh, I'm hacked. And it's gone already. Oh, it's so nice, man. Oh, I got some great mods this time. I'm not sure what these do, but they like tether to her like they're helping her somehow. Can I shoot those out of the air? Doesn't look like it. That's too bad. That would have been really nice. Oh, but I can't shoot those. Hacked again, but ain't nothing. Let's see. Ooh. What a fight, dude. Love this fight so much. And shot the missiles out of the air. Oh, shoot. Oh, we just barely got him. Oh, man. Okay, he's shooting his grenades. I can't shoot those. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, we're taking some unnecessary damage here. We need to just finish this. Whoa. Oh, whew, the burn damage actually finished him while I was running from the lasers. All right, man. All right, nice. Oh, that had my heart pounding. Okay. Next guy. Okay, so I was editing the video and I had recorded the rest of my playthrough, but you know what? I thought it's probably better if we save some surprises for your playthrough. So I went ahead and cut that out and we're gonna skip to right after I finished. And so you just kind of get stronger with each playthrough. There's a really nice sense of RPG progression in this game and I absolutely love that about it. It's just really satisfying. It's got such a satisfying gunplay. Like the shotgun, amazing. That felt good. Grandma's shotgun, MVP. If you get that and you get good stats on it, man, don't be afraid to use it. That thing's goated. Grandma's, I had never used it that late into the game before. I've always picked it up early on, but the name kind of was like, what's Grandma's shotgun? How could it be? You know, like maybe I should ditch it. But no, man, that thing was great. And it helps that bosses are huge. So even though it has big spread, all those pellets are still hitting the boss, doing great damage. That is Roboquest. This game is developed by Rise Up Studios. It's an indie studio with 22 people, you know, and they're from France. So just a passionate, small, little team of developers that put out an amazing roguelike FPS game here. And dude, I'm so excited to see what they do next and what they do with this game or this franchise moving forward. I hope they add more content to it. I would love to see more, man, because this was a blast. I had a lot of fun with this, and they're clearly, you know, they're onto something. They're making some really quality games right now. So if this game looked fun to you, be sure to check it out. Link in the description down below. Give the game a play and let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your favorite weapons in this game, your favorite buffs, you know, throw any advice at me that you've got from your playthroughs. I'd love to hear it. Any secrets you saw or discovered, like, I'd love to hear all of it so that, you know, I can take that into my future playthroughs with me. And thanks so much, guys. Massive shout out to my channel members for being a member of this channel. Click the join button below to join to get perks like behind the scenes footage, access to a private Discord channel, and having your name appear at the end of every video like this one. And if you're not sure what to do next, while you're downloading Roboquest, maybe check out one of the videos that's popping up on screen right now. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.